Welcome back to IT A-level paper. We will be doing A2 level paper 4, which is an advanced practical paper for 9626 October, November 2023. And the paper usually will, the time will be given during the exam time is like 2 hours and 30 minutes. So, in the beginning, you will be supplied with these files and you need to create a folder that's called examination and place all these files inside this examination folder. And make sure all of your files and works and other stuff that you're going to work in the coming paper, in the coming task, all located inside this folder. And then when you submit it, just make sure you're submitting this whole file or folder. You must use the most efficient method to solve each task, and all work produced must be a professional standard and contain your candidate details. So let's start with the first task. The first task is about graphics. So it's you will use this castle picture and ocean picture to create image that looks like this. And the image must contain 3 layers. You must save each layer. They will tell you right now. We'll explain to you what are those 3 layers. So first of all, they're asking us to open the castle JPEG image in a photo editing application. So I'm going just to open it in Photoshop. And the image is going to look like this when we're going to open it. We need to remove this middle part from the castle and remove it, and it should look like this one. All right, so let me just go to the picture. So this is the picture. We need to remove this beautiful center part and replace it with something else. Okay, so there are a couple of ways that we can remove it. The only tricky part, it could be here a little bit only here. Here you need to remove this portion. Here it's going to be a bit more trickier. So here, this place you need to be careful. The other places are quite easy actually. So we can use a couple of tools. We have really different ways to do it. First thing is just remove this lock just by one click. And then let's try with the magic tool first. When you select any of the tools, make sure of those options at the top. This option means you can use multiple selections that will be all added next to each other. This. So can you see they are just added next to each others? You're selecting this. That means there will be extraction. So ignore that point. And this is only one selection. So if you select this, the previous one will be gone and so on. Select this one. And let's right now select it and see. Here there is a number. You can change that tolerance number to increase or reduce the selected area. Actually, I need this guy, so it's great that it got selected for right now. So you can see here I selected. So after that, you can see I selected the sky, right? So I'm going to press Ctrl J and I'm going to save the sky. Can you see? Okay. Let me get back again. Let's select back again right now everything. This time I'm going to delete everything. You can make sure here it is selected properly. It's not getting part. And right now the a bit toughest parts here in the trees. Can you see here it's a bit difficult to select. So what we can do here, we can increase the tolerance. So it can select more areas, but still it's not that easy actually. So I think this tool is not going to be useful here. Here we can come and use maybe lasso tool. Alright, let's just go with the lasso tool. Or before I go to the lasso tool, let me try with the quick selection. Again, with the quick selection, make sure you always also selecting this plus addition tool, not the subtraction tool. Let me get back again here. I think my number is very low. I need to increase it here. So you can see I'm just trying to move around my mouse and it is selecting other areas. Try to be careful near the castle side. it can you see here it selected this area, so just leave it for right now. I will adjust it after a while. Here also it selected a lot from this castle. I don't want this type of issues. We're going to get back again to these. These also extra selection, we should be careful, but anyway I'm going to handle it in a bit. Okay, right now let's go to here. Let's come here. Let's subtract and reduce the number. Right now I'm going through all the edges and let's try to fix the corners. I think I can use the lasso tool and we can use this. Oh, sorry, should do the opposite. I don't feel it's neat. I think I'm going to use this. You just can be flexible and resilient in using different tools. You don't need to stick to one tool or just exactly follow my method. You have here a couple of tools, this one as well, and these tools. Excuse me. Just freely use these tools, and you should be careful about this above feature. So go ahead, know how to use each of them, and start to use them, and be careful about this minus and subtraction. And the rest is really easy, but try to be a bit quick and try to practice it so you can be faster in your exam. Oh, wait a bit. What about this part? We need to check from the picture. Alright, this part's supposed to be with this. So, okay. These walls shouldn't be removed. Oopsie. All right, so we have this area. This area I'm just going to, because it's straight, we can just remove the selection. All right, we're done. So what we can do is just delete this whole area. Okay, and you can see we got a really clean cut over here. Okay, so let's go for the next point. We removed the view and we need to save this as the first layer. This is called castle layer. Notice that this sky thing, I just made it hidden. Okay, so that's my first layer. I will just put the name also here, and because I'm going to save this whole file also, I usually prefer to save it because it's going to be very useful in case something happened in your exam. You better save it. As you can see, you're editing work. Just make sure it's the right location. Okay, this is not required, but I prefer doing this step in case something was lost or you made a mistake. You can just get back again to that main file and modify it. Right now, what we need to do, we need to save it under this with this name, with your candidate number and center number and candidate number. So as there is a transparent part here, I prefer to save it as a PNG file. Okay, that's the correct location. Let me just take this name. Okay, we got our first layer. The second layer, it should be the ocean JPEG picture. Create another layer that will fit with this castle layer. Make sure the size proportions matches as shown over here. Let's go ahead and let's check it. Let me drag this picture and let me hold this, and let's drag this picture too. Got the picture. Just need it to be below here. Excuse me. So okay, it needs to look like this. Control T to reduce the size and hold Shift on your keyboard, or sorry, hold it's Alt. Hold Alt not to destroy the proportion. Here it's showing that it is up till here. So let me see with the sky. Sky probably will come up till here. So I need to keep the sky. Need to give it at least till here. Okay, so I used the ruler. Let me remove the sky. Sky is supposed not to be here yet. So I'm just going to remove it. Okay. Okay. So that's the second layer. And we should save this picture right now and call it ocean layer. I can remove this. And let's go and save it. Again, this should be also as a PNG file. Okay, the third layer. It should be back again that castle JPEG image. You should get the sky. I already pre-saved the sky earlier because I knew that I'm going to come to this step. But again, for you, you have to go back again to that picture. Select the sky and bring it to here. So I already saved it here. All I need is just to make it appear. Okay, the thing is, there is a straight line over here for the sky. Okay, so here the ocean should disappear and the line of the sky should be straight. So we just need to select the layer and cut it with that line, with the straight line till here. Don't cut a lot. That's it. I think I cut more than enough. Okay, before I cut, just let me make this appear. That's perfect. Okay. And this layer should be called sky layer. So save this one as well as a PNG and call it the sky layer. I got all the layers, 3 layers. Let's move to the next part. So right now combine the 3 layers to create this image and save this as this name followed center number and candidate number. So you can see that previously I have been saving in PNG because I have some transparent parts. But this part does not have any transparency or any transparent part, so I'm just going to save it as a JPEG image. So export it and save it as, I will just save it as a JPEG. Alright, so we're done with the graphics part. And let's go for the next part.